tips from our very own Transition Lashes LLC owner. We have today's edition, Dancing Through the Rain. What are our chakras? If you don't know, you're going to know today. We're here to share each other. We're here to present each other. We're here to understand each other. Chakras are defined as each of the centers of the spiritual power in the human body. So basically the energies that center your body. Today we're very honored to have with you several amazing speakers that we're so very grateful for. Thank you for our vendors and thank you for everyone who shared the opportunity to be here with us today. They're going to help us understand and open and allow ourselves to transfer and flow through the body. We're going to start off with our first speaker, Sierra Morris, owner of Yogi Vibes.
To begin, I like to start with a meditation because it puts everybody in a state of relaxation. So, you guys will join me, put your phone down. Kind of mellow out so that we can get started. Some advice on how to heal your heart. So the best thing I came up with was to be honest and to speak from my heart. So I was actually reading a book by Iyanla. It was called Get Over It. And I want to give you guys a correlation of what she can relate certain triggers, certain patterns that we have in behaviors. She related it to a secretary. And she's like, the secretary is working inside your mind all day, every day, and she knows exactly what file to go to pull out certain feelings. So, for instance, because I'm in a relationship, he will often point out things to me to say, you know, it's not about you, or why are you acting like that? And I don't mean that, you know, that's not my intent, but I would take everything personal because I'm defensive. So my heart chakra was shut down. So as I was reading the book, she related the woman, the secretary, to someone that's very familiar in your mind, that knows you best, sort of like your ego. So she comes out when things happen that you don't like. So we don't think, we blink out. So if someone says something to you and you take it personal, it's not even about you, it's about that person. So with the relationship we going on or whatever, and certain things he would do would remind me of certain relationships that I've had in the past. So I'm sure we all can relate to not answering the phone. Your other significant other doesn't answer the phone. Not just smiling. But it's a trigger in me because it's like, why aren't you answering your phone? What is going on with you? Not to even acknowledge the fact that maybe he was busy. I made it about me, and I'm like, no, you need to answer the phone when I call. Because I think that you're doing something that you shouldn't be doing. So that's an example of my secretary in my brain going to this file from someone else and placing that blame on him when it had nothing to do with him. So in this book, I'm learning something called shadow work. Does anybody know what shadow work is? Okay, you're gonna share.
Shadow work, like work on the dark side, negative emotions, finding balance with yourself, maintaining that balance.
So the definition that they give is a disowned personality trait that you don't choose to accept. So it's work that you know that may need to be done, but you don't want to address it. So for instance, when I would make everything about me, that showed me that I had a lot of shadow work to do because it was never about what he did to me. It was something that I created myself, and I believed it when he was not to blame. So I wanted to blame him instead of saying I'm going to blame myself. So with shadow work, one example of that is we project our feelings on other people. So if I'm with her and I'm saying, oh, she had a nasty attitude, she's selfish, she's disrespectful, she's rude, a lot of that is what I believe that's in myself, but I project it on her because it's easier for me to recognize it. But it's like, how do I recognize it if I can't relate? I will understand in that instance that that's her attitude and that has nothing to do with me. So that's just an example of one of the examples of shadow work. So I gave you guys journals because journaling has helped me a lot. It has made me cry, laugh. I go back and read some of the things that I put down in the book. I can relate to it. I've grown from it when I look at past entries that I've done. So if you guys want to look at your journals and look at the questions that I have here.
What journal?
I'm sorry, my lady over here, Nasha. Okay, she's gonna pass out the rest of the journals. I'm sorry, she didn't get one. Everyone has a different question.